Hello, 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 and welcome to Replay viewers. Hi there, let me So, hi, I'm Una Doyle. I run CreativeFlowTV. I'm a business development coach and I specialise in working with creatives and creatively minded entrepreneurs. And today I just want to do a quick scope about when might it not be so good to feel good. So please swipe right and share this. This is something that's really, really useful, and I want you to make sure that your followers get this as well. So hello Kevin, thanks for joining us, and please let me know where you're scoping in from as well. So that'd be really cool. Okay, so when is it not good to feel good? Well, there's a couple of situations when that can be the case, and one is when people set their goals or set their objectives. All right, now something that can happen is that because people have kind of set out what they are, so maybe they've written them up, they might have written created a vision board, or they've written a vision letter, or they've just simply made a list of what it is that they want to achieve, and then they maybe share those goals and objectives with other people, and it feels good because you're talking about it. And sometimes, particularly for those that are more creative, because we have a tendency to kind of really create things in our minds, and then it kind of feels like you've already done it because it's so complete and so there in your mind. And the danger is that you don't actually take the action from it. So that's one situation where it might not be that good to actually feel good about something. Okay, so the other time when it might not be so good is, and this has happened recently with one of my clients, where they joined a program which is quite, it's going to be it's a program that they need to be doing the work in. Now, obviously, all the clients I work with, they have to do the work, but some they have, when I'm working with somebody one-to-one, then obviously that's, they've got a lot more kind of support with that. So in this group program, they never actually got started. So they probably felt good because, hey, I've made this investment in myself, and I feel good because I'm doing something to grow my business. I'm doing something to grow myself as a business owner. But because they didn't do the first few steps, so thank you for the hearts, by the way, hearts always appreciated, because they didn't do those first few steps to get themselves going. Like, one of the first things that we do in this program is help people to free up their time. And guess what? They email me and say, oh, this program isn't really working, I haven't got time to do it. And it's like, but that's one of the first things that we work on in the program, but they haven't done that. So this is the thing, is like, and I'm sure, maybe you have like books on the shelf that haven't been read, or programs that you've invested in and they kind of sat on a shelf, or they have sat on an electronic file somewhere, but they haven't actually been utilized. So, so maybe go back through your purchases and see, well, what have you intended to do but you haven't done? What have you said to other people that you're going to achieve but that you're not necessarily taking action on on a consistent basis? Because unless you do that, you're not going to get the results that you want. I'm a big believer in, setting out there, what it is that you want, and being really clear on that, and really, bringing that to you. But the thing is that just sitting and kind of going, and focusing on what that is isn't enough to bring it to you, okay? No matter whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, the thing is that there's got to be some action coming through that. And it might not always be the case that the actions that you take bring you the results you want directly, but there's no sure way about it that, by getting out there and really putting those actions out there, whether they're part of a program, whether you're working with somebody, whether it's, something that you're doing on your own, regardless, you've got to actually take those actions too. Okay, any questions on this before I wrap up? So let me know. And actually, it was interesting because I went down the gym this morning, and I have to admit, this morning it was really tough. It was a 7 o'clock session with my personal trainer. So for me to get there for 7, I had to get up at 6. Well, actually, I often get up at 6. But I must admit, I was very tired this morning. Normally, I kind of bounce out of bed. And I was really tired, but I went, and actually, early. And the thing is that, so we had a weigh-in, and and I have lost a few pounds since the last weigh-in, so like, yay, that's brilliant. But the thing is, it's going consistently that has actually done that. And even though I have like 1, sometimes 2 sessions with her a week, if I wasn't doing any other exercise, or if I was eating total amounts of rubbish, I must admit I hadn't had the best week this week, food-wise, but, you know, if I wasn't consistently kind of putting those actions in as well myself, then, you know, that one session a week probably wouldn't be enough to make a big enough of a difference for me to get fit and for me to get healthy. So think about this for your business as well. So what is it that you really need to do to have your business be fit and healthy? What are those consistent actions? And if you're not clear what they are, or if you simply want some help in being accountable to those, and actually some guidance and support along the way, then, you know, hit me up with a message. You can contact me on Twitter at CreativeFlowTV. My website is CreativeFlow.tv. Switch over, so that's my Twitter there, so you can see CreativeFlowTV, same as I am on Periscope. Facebook as well there. So let me know. Always happy to help. Thank you very much for those who are watching. Thank you for all the hearts as well. I appreciate that. And I will see you soon. Bye.